Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of Let's Learn the Mods. Today I'm going to be focusing on Ars Magica. I had someone asking in my stream about it and he sounded like he really needed a tutorial, so I decided to make it for him. Alright, to get started with Ars Magica, you need an item frame and a book. Place the item frame next to this blue pool of water. You need this blue pool of water or it won't work. These are naturally spawned in the world. So place the item frame and the book, and then some magic should happen, and you should have your little compendium. Come on. And for some reason it's taking longer than usual. I think this might have desynced. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, so it's working. Alright, cool. We got it. We got our Arcane Compendium. I destroyed it. Whatever. You can knock it off, and this will give you your mana bar. As you can see at the top, I have my mana, and then I have my burnout. What burnout is the more you use a spell, the more burnout you get, which means the more the spell will cost. So keep that in mind. Now, the Arcane Compendium is pretty much an amazing book. It's your go-to guide to Ars Magica 2. So let's take a look at it. We got guides, mechanics, items, and blocks, and shapes, and whatnot. I'll actually go over this as I progress through the tutorials. I'm going to set something up, and I'll be right back in a minute. Okay, so let's start by making our spell crafting altar. I set out the basic base work. We're going to be using sunstone blocks as caps. These are extremely hard to find. You find them in the nether, in lava, so without magnet mode and flying, you're essentially going to have a hard time getting this. And then we're going to be using witchwood planks as the base wood. It doesn't really matter what you use so long as it's one of the items it says you can use. To find out what you can use to make the crafting altar, you can go look in your book. It'll say crafting altar. We see wood planks, stone bricks, with a +1 effect, and so on. What the +1 and whatnot means is it means that it can craft a spell of a certain level up to that effect, which would gives us a +3, so we get that from that. And then we get a +8 from the caps that we use. The caps can be emerald, diamond, gold, lapis, moonstone, and sunstone being the best. So essentially we're going to have one of the top crafting altars, and like I said, this only affects the spell level you can craft. Alright, so let's begin by making this. To kind of stop this from like toggling through its stuff and get to one level, you just click the top right there, and that'll set you there. And then we're going to pause that because we don't really care about it switching. You can use any combination of stuff. Like you can use high quality capstones, but like low quality of other items. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so we set that part up. Now we need these things called magic walls, a lectern, and then these portions of the walls. So let's get some magic walls real quick. Magic walls. Alright. Oops, I didn't need that. So we do it like that. And that. And then our lectern there. It doesn't matter which side you do your lectern on. Alright, and then up here we need the same thing, but we'll have a lever on the opposite side. So make sure your lever's on the opposite side when you do this. Alright. Alright, and then we need stairs there, magic walls, and then, yeah. Alright, so magic walls, like that, and then stairs. Okay, let's look at the next part. And then we need stairs like that, and then the capstones and a crafting altar in the middle. So I believe it was like that, that. 1, 2, there, we're going to need a crafting altar. Where is my crafting altar? There it is. There. Put that there. There. Oh, whoops. Nope. There. Alright. And like that. And then we just place our capstone. So we're going to use sunstone blocks, like I said. And you have to have sunstone on all of this if you're using sunstone. You can't like mix and match, like put one sunstone and then a bunch of like lapis or whatever. It's all got to be the same, so keep that in mind. Oh, and we need our lever. So we'll place our lever, and that's good to go. Alright, so our crafting altar is up and running. Next, we want to actually create a spell. So to do that, you need two things. Well, three things actually. You need talents, which you get up to level 10. You get talent points. Once you pass level 10, you don't get any more talent points. The way you obtain talent points past that is by doing boss summoning and killing the bosses, which drop infinity orbs. Lower level bosses drop blue infinity orbs. Mid-level bosses drop green, and high-level bosses drop the red, I believe. You can refer back to here if you're curious about how to summon the bosses and whatnot. I will be going over this in another episode, though. Alright, let me get a few things set up, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so to get started with making your spell, you first need to go into your Oculus and select talents that you want. As you can see, I already have some talents selected through here and whatnot. You just progress through the tree by clicking down to talents, and you unlock different things as you go on. Some things require different color talents, so keep that in mind. Okay, so let's get started by making the actual spell. First, we're going to need a book and a quill. Place that in there, and then you choose the spells and kind of their effects as you go on. As you add on effects, they become harder and harder to craft, more materials. It's good to keep them small if you're kind of short on materials. So let's start with a self spell. We're going to do heal plus regen, and then let's do some, I don't know, haste. Yeah, that'll be good. And then a little bit of shield. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll name this heal plus buff. And then to finalize the spell, you take it out. You cannot change it once you take it out of there, so keep that in mind. Then we can go right-click the spell and look what we need. Alright, so this is all the materials we need. Unfortunately, 500 essence is kind of a pain to get, so I'm going to set something up, and then I'll show you how to get your 500 essence. Okay, so to get started with getting your essence, there's a couple ways to go about doing it. The easiest way, personally speaking, is the Dark Nexus. The Dark Nexus essentially just sucks up mobs that are nearby and sacrifices them. And then, depending on how much HP they had, it'll yield a specific amount of essence. Alright, so let's start by making this. All we need is some nether brick. Oh, whoops. Let's actually get in creative mode. Nether brick. Alright. And then like that. There. And there. Alright, so you can use either obsidian, chimerite, or sunstone blocks, and sunstone's the best. I'm just going to use sunstone. But remember, they have to be the same. And then after that, you can do this before or after. It doesn't matter. It might be easier for you to do it after. I just know the layout, so that's why I'm doing it. You need a red chalk, then you right-click. That'll place the rune. Alright, and that's done. So let's start by sacrificing a bunch of mobs, alright? So let's turn off peaceful, and then we're just going to get some eggs. Let's see, I don't know, I hate creepers a lot, so we're going to spawn a ton of creepers. Come on, there we go. Okay, so, and it'll literally just like, watch, I could set him over here, and it'll just drag him in. So keep doing that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set a mana battery right here. This will allow you to absorb essence that Nexuses acquire. And then we'll just need a crystal wrench to link it up. The use of this is kind of wonky sometimes, so yeah, it's something you got to get used to. Alright, so what are you doing? What are you doing? Get over there. Come on. Alright, it looks like it doesn't want to sacrifice that one, but that's fine. Alright, so let's link it up. We're going to right click the center, then a white beam of light should show up. Come on, white beam of light. White beam of light. Maybe I gotta be out of creative. Alright. White beam of light. Oh, whatever. Okay, so I guess it's not displaying for some reason, but this should work. Alright, so that's full. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to click that, and then we'll go over here and click that. So when this is needed, if we hit the redstone lever when they're linked, it'll move the energy that's needed over to there. Okay, so now we actually need the items. This was a spell from last time. Let's get rid of that. Where's my lectern? Oh, there's the lectern. Alright, so heal buff. Alright. So we need 2 blue ruins. Got those. 1 Vinium dust, 1 yellow ruin, 1 redstone. I already got the ruins, so I'm not going to bother displaying them out. Said 1 redstone, right? 1 yellow, okay. 1 Vinium dust, 1 iron chest plate. Vinium dust. Now let's just get a bunch of it. Iron chest plate. There we go. 1 glowstone dust, 1 lesser focus. So glowstone dust, lesser focus. 2 alms, 1 golden apple, 1, 2. I don't need that or that. Alright, and it doesn't include this in here, but you're gonna need a blank ruin as well as some spell parchment. So make sure you always have those as well. Alright, so let's get started. We're gonna throw in our blank ruin to get the thing started. Alright, so, and now it's going to show essentially what we need. So do it one at a time. Don't just throw everything in or it won't work. Lesser focus. Okay, now it needs the essence. So let's hit the switch. And if it's linked up properly, it should go. Alright, it's not linked up properly. Oh wait, yeah it is. Okay, so it took that. And usually it displays a graphic for some reason. I guess it doesn't want to display the graphic, but usually it's pretty obvious when the essence gets transferred. Unfortunately, it's... Oh, it's because I have my particles off. I'm sorry. Let me do that. Okay, there we go. So, golden apple. Yellow ruin. Not that. There we go. Alright, red stone. Glowstone. Blue ruin, iron chest plate, spell parchment. Okay, and it's done. Alright, so just right click with the spell in your inventory. And this crashed me last time I did it. So I think this is a glitchy version that I'm currently using. So if you're having an issue, just okay, so that time it didn't crash me, but so that's okay. Alright, so we got our spell. And just right click to use it. And if you ever get like too many spells, you can always get a spell book. Essentially what this is you take this, right click, and you place all your spells in, and then you can scroll wheel and switch between the different spells that you have. So yeah. Alright, so that's the coverage on spell crafting. I'll do a few more episodes in a little. So I'll see you all later.